long time that by maybe 3 weeks to go in the season, we don't know who the MVP is going to be, that there's really viable candidates. I mean, when Russell Westbrook won MVP and he's on that triple-double tear, everyone knew he was going to win. When Giannis first won it, everyone knew he was going to win. When James first won it, everyone knew he was going to win. This year, I think you legitimately have a competition. I think Philadelphia has to keep winning in the East. I think the Lakers need to start winning again in the West. I think Jokic needs to really propel Denver up higher than what they are now. Bradley Beal doesn't have a shot. Even if they end up at 500, as well as he's playing, they're not going to give it to him because they're not going to jump Bradley Beal over Harden, James, and Jokic because, unfortunately, in the NBA, there's almost like this pecking order. Like, this guy's been here. He should have got it already, so we're going to give it to him. Or this guy's done this. We're going to give it to him. Bradley Beal, as good as he is, and as much as Washington has suffered, and as much as he's brought them back to life, I mean, that dude basically blew life back into that team.
He did.
No one's going to say, well, he just missed it before. He's almost, even though he's not a newcomer, he's a newcomer to the discussion. So I think he'll get some votes, but I don't think he has a shot to win it, especially when LeBron hasn't won it in what now, 7 years, 8 years? Yeah. Something like that. So most people are over their LeBron fatigue.
Yeah, but Bradley is balling. It really is a shame. He's really playing so well for a team that's floundering. But Bradley's a monster.
Oh, he's so good.
Goodness gracious.
He's so good.
It's a bad boy.
So, yeah, to say the least. So, we got the All-Star week coming up. The Suns are in a really good position. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so this team is a good team, and I'm glad people are finally starting to realize this. And the other night, Ed, they grew – I don't want to say they grew up, but I think we saw something with that team. Chris Paul did not have a good second half. Devin Booker against the Lakers got ejected in the third quarter, and DA was basically a no-show in the fourth quarter. That says LeBron time, take over, especially when he tells Jay Crowder he's going to let everything in the chamber loose. That means L.A. comes back and wins that game. They didn't come back and win that game. And Jay Crowder talked about, hey, this is a team now. This is what we do.
Well, it feels great. Obviously, we've been on the road, and we're just trying to get better each and every game. But I honestly felt today we got better. I came in the locker room. I told the guys that I felt like without Devin, Devin left us in the third quarter, and we could have folded or we could have stepped up to the challenge, and we decided to step up to the challenge. But overall, as a group, we got better. I can honestly say that I felt that, and I felt like our coaches feel that. But we know what Devin can do. But we just got to continue to tighten the screws around him. And around him and Chris, and just be the best players we can be for our team and to get us where we need to be. So honestly, today we feel like we really got better.
Sir?
They did get better. In the midst, as we talked about how physical and how emotional that game was, and when D-Book got ejected in the second half, a lot of people probably would have thought the Suns may have crumbled because their main star wasn't out there. He only played 24 minutes because of the ejection, but still – they stayed within themselves. I love the heart that they still maintained, Paul, even in the midst of all the emotions and everything going wrong with Devin Booker getting ejected. But they still didn't let the Lakers overtake them. They didn't let that moment get too big for them. They didn't let everything emotionally and everything that went on in that game take them over. And they maintained their course. They held their ground against the world champions, and they won at Staples Center.
That bench mixed with those starters that were still there were Dario playing out of his mind.
Yes, sir.
Campaign only played 10 minutes, but was effective in not even really scoring. Mikal Bridges, that breakaway dunk and that save in to Crowder for the off the air ball when he threw it back in under the hoop, and just the little mid-range turn that he hit. The Suns are no joke for real. And people are starting to see they're no joke for real. It's a team that has a superstar, a disrespected superstar, the most disrespect a superstar in the league. But if he's out or if he's off, I love the fact that these guys are like, the hell with it. He ain't here. We just got to play ball. It's not.
Yes.
This is not SOS anymore, Ed Cole. It's not the same old Suns. Not SOS anymore. It's different team, different mentality.
Yep. And of course, there were so many questions about the Phoenix Suns coming into this year after the bubble, after the 8-0 run. Would they be able to recreate that? Would they be able to carry that momentum over to this regular season, which they clearly have? They're 23-11 PLR. They're number 2 in the Western Conference as a result of that victory over the world champions. Number 2 behind the Utah Jazz and getting closer thanks to the Sixers beating the Utah Jazz. Number 2 in the Western Conference. You like that number 2? There we go. Number 2 in the Western Conference. But, brother, tonight is a big game against the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry and the boys come back into Phoenix Suns Arena. So it will be great if the Suns can get another victory, be 24-11 before the All-Star break. Obviously the hottest team in basketball. They're 13-3 in the month of February. They were 12-3 in the month of February, and clearly 1-0 now in the month of March. And hopefully they'll be 2-0 after tonight's game against the Golden State Warriors, and they just go into the All-Star break with that much momentum. And CP3 and Devin Booker get on that private jet to Atlanta and show and prove what they're made of.
Are you on that jet? Are you on that private jet too?
That's classified information.
Because I know you only fly private jets.
No, Facebook and Twitter we can't reveal that on Facebook and Twitter. That's
okay.
Off the air. We'll talk about that. I know they got you a reservation on that plane.
No, man, not this. No. I'm watching the game from the replay headquarters, my living room. Got that mute button, that pause button, that rewind button. I'm golden.
Yeah, buddy. But what a great first half, Paul. 23-11, and they vault themselves to number 2 in the West in a stacked Western Conference. You can really ask for much more of a greater first half for the Phoenix Suns.
And remind you, at one point they were 8-8.
Yes,
they were playing down to their competition instead of playing up all the time. And
since then, 15-3.
Since that game they lost, and I don't remember which one it is offhand, but Monty came out and Monty was hot. And he said, all I'm going to talk about is consistency. Every question you ask me, I'm going to say consistency. And I remember because I was on that Zoom call and I was like, I ain't asking nothing. I'm not hitting that raise hand button at all because he done told you already. So what, Monty, how's the weather? Consistency. Monty, you like Z Tejas? Consistency. So
Paul, that was the Thunder game, the game they lost by 5.
Yep.
Yes.
And that was it.
Yep, that was it. After that,
the consistency game. And you know, Ed, we've said it before. They're not perfect. They're going to lose games. NBA teams,
no team is perfect.
They lose games. What I want to
look at the Jazz, Paul. They've lost 2 in a row. They haven't played really well on that road trip they've been on. They're the best team in the NBA record wise, but they've struggled as well.
You just got to be careful. Not you. You just got to be careful. And we're real quick to do what's wrong? And that's that football mentality because there's only 16 games. And so every time someone loses, the sky is falling. Well, you're going to lose an NBA game. There's going to be a night where a team is on and you're off. So it's what happens after that. Like the Suns haven't lost 2 games in a row. So it's how you bounce back after you lose one. So,
yep.
But listen, I know we've only got about 6 minutes left. And it's time to have some fun with this bad boy. All-Star games this weekend. Picking teams. You got your pen out? You got your pen and your paper so we keep track?
Yes, sir. Yep. I got my pen and paper.
All right, you ready? Already. So Kevin Durant is one captain. LeBron is the other captain. And would you like to choose your captain? And then whatever captain you choose, then I get the first pick.
Okay, so if you have the first pick, then you're LeBron because he gets the first pick in the first round. So I'll be KD then. I'll be Team Durant.
Okay. Well, that's why I gave you the choice to pick the cap. So then give me Nikola Jokic.
Okay, Joker.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do you better. I'll take D Book.
He's not can't use him as a starter.
That's right, starters. Okay.
See, you're already cheating. How you cheating already? You really
I'm
are
sorry.
Washington, aren't you?
I got caught in the moment. Okay, so you got Jokic. All right, let me look. My gosh. Okay, I'll counter that with Joel. I'll take Embiid.
All right, give me Kyrie.
Okay, Kyrie. You got Kyrie. Okay. I'm going to take – you got Kyrie. I'm taking Luka.
You take Luka. Go ahead, take Luka. Just for that, I'm taking the freak.
Oh, you're taking Giannis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you got there. Okay.
You see that, huh?
So you got that. Okay, you got that. So we're going to go ahead and go with – I'm going Steph.
Okay, so you like that long range balling, huh?
Yes, sir.
You going long range balling?
Well, yeah. What you got? What you got?
Since you take a shooter, I'll take another shooter. Give me Bradley Beal.
Oh, okay. So you got Bradley. Okay, you taking my homeboy you taking my DMV boy. Okay.
I did it on purpose. Since you didn't take him, since you didn't want him, Bradley Beal, since Ed didn't want you, I took you.
Okay. I'm gonna counter that with I'm taking Jason Tatum. I'm taking the bad boy from Boston.
All right. Well, now that I got shooters, let me hit you with some more size. I'll take Joel Embiid.
Sorry, already got him.
When did you say that?
That was my first pick, Joel.
It was? Okay, I wasn't listening to you. All right, I wasn't listening to you.
So it looks like all you got left is Kawhi. You got Kawhi? You want to take Kawhi?
You said it like that's something bad. I'll take Kawhi.
No.
I'll take Kawhi.
Absolutely not.
All right, it's on you.
That's all the starters, isn't it?
Yeah, because KD is hurt. So I'll pick a reserve in the spot later.
So wouldn't technically what? Oh yeah, because Tatum is taking KD's spot, right? Because of the injury,
right? So it's your pick.
So now we're going to the reserves.
Reserves. Yep.
Oh, absolutely. I'm taking Harden. Okay.
So you got James Harden?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now give me Devin Booker since you forgot about him that fast.
Oh, okay. You got D Book.
Yeah, you forgot about him. So I went on and took him.
No, buddy, no.
Yeah, you forgot. And you forgot. You got enamored. You got caught up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going defense on this one. I'm taking my boy Ben Simmons. I'll take Ben.
There you go. You take the dude that can't shoot. While you take
I'll take the defensive player of the year.
Take him. I'll take Zion then.
Oh, okay. Zion Williamson. Okay, write that in. Zion. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. With a Z. Zion with a Z.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You got that? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm still in the guy from your hometown. I'm taking Zach LaVine. I'm taking the Bruin. How you like that, Paul? How you going to counter Zach LaVine, Paul?
You want to see how I'm going to counter it? You want to see?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
See? You know what this is? You're looking at the monitor, right? You know what this is?
Okay. It's Dame time. Okay.
Dame time, baby. Dame time.
Oh, my gosh. I knew this would go off the rails. Oh, my gosh. Who we got left? Okay, we got Sabonis. Oh, bruh. Oh. You know what, man? I'm taking Vucevic. I'm gonna take the kid from Orlando. I'm taking the Magic Man. I'm taking Nikola.
Okay, well, you take him. And you know what? I'm gonna let all his shots get blocked. Give me Rudy Gobert.
Oh, Rudy Gobert. Okay.
And Rudy Gobert. He and I are gonna go to Target and beat your butt.
Okay, Rudy. Let me see. Can you handle first ballot Hall of Famer? Can you handle the speed and quickness and the craftiness of CP3? I don't know if you can, so I'm taking CP3. How about that?
Well, since you want to deal in initials, give me PG-13. How about that?
Okay,
we're gonna make this more adult.
PG-13.
That's the way you want to go. You go ahead.
Oh, and by the way, Oh, and brother, by the way,